Welcome back, guys. This time we're taking you further up the Aussie East Coast to Shellharbour in New South Wales. We'll be showing you colourful sponges and interesting wildlife in the gutter dive site before we ditch our dive gear and go snorkeling in a bay full of sharks. Grab your duffels and come along for the ride. For the past few months, we have been exploring the overland and underwater landscapes of Victoria, but the time has finally come for us to move a bit further north across the New South Wales border. Our first stop was Eden, so this is a small town known for their gorgeous coastline. We stopped at one of the most popular attractions, the Aslings Beach Rock Pool. Set against the dramatic cliffside, this pool was the perfect place to start off our adventures in New South Wales.
Honeymoon Bay, where did this come from? Thanks to the lady at the full National Park campground for recommending this area.
We tried to get in somewhere else, but it's the weekend and it's all booked up. No plans, no bookings, means sometimes it gets a little dicey, but
We're not sleeping side of the road in a car park.
we're not sleeping at the bowling alley. So our goal for the next day was to end up in Shellharbour to join in on a club dive at a popular local dive site, but we still needed to find a place to camp for the night. We're no strangers to stealth camping, but in the rain it's so much nicer to be able to book a campsite and enjoy an evening under our awning in a national park.
Outrunning tropical storm. So we just put our night clothes on and it started to get nice, but it tricked us.
I love our awning. The next morning, we continued on our journey to Shellharbour and even stopped by to check out this world-renowned blowhole. Good morning. We're on our way to Shellhaven Dive Shop. We're gonna get kitted out with a little tank and join them on their club dive at the gutter, which is where you can find us most days. The gutter. It turned out to be a fantastic day to dive, and since we were joining in on this club dive, we were able to meet some new dive buddies and learn a bit more about the area. Immediately as we descended, we found this colorful sea spider, and we knew we were in for a good dive. As we continued, we began to find some interesting sponges in shades of blue and purple, and even spotted this little moray eel and a nudibranch. The gutter dive site follows a gradual slope to a max depth of 20 meters. We had about 5 to 6 meters of visibility and a fun bit of surge to ride on. In the midst of all this fun, we forgot one crucial step: to replace the GoPro battery. Yard sale.
Just finished diving the gutter.
Saw some cuttlefish, saw some octos. The GoPro died by the time that we got to the octos and cuttlefish, as it does.
And now don't know if we're gonna do another dive just because it's kind of not fitting into our timeline, but we might go do a quick snorkel with some gray nurse sharks.
Some sharks. At the dive earlier that day, we were talking to a local who told us about an awesome little bay just around the corner that is always full of gray nurse sharks, often seeing up to 30 at a time. We didn't have time for another scuba dive, but luckily Bushranger Bay has a max depth of around 10 meters and is a great snorkeling and freediving site. Grey nurse sharks are a critically endangered species of shark due to relentless hunting in the 1950s and 60s. Thankfully, the species is now protected under Australian law and the population has slowly begun to recover. Grey nurse sharks typically aggregate at known locations along the New South Wales coast, and the sheltered waters of Bushranger Bay happen to be one of the largest aggregation sites. Often described as labradors of the sea, grey nurse sharks are slow swimmers and are generally docile in nature, making them popular with divers. While in the water, we are careful to respect their space, although Colton did end up getting a little bump from behind by this shark. Being able to share the water with these sharks was incredible, and it is absolutely one of our favorite experiences in Australia thus far. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to always respect the local wildlife, and we will see you next time.